Hello, my name is Sarah and I'm reviewing for you today the Philips Pasta and Noodle Maker. I'm doing this review for Mouths of Moms. I've been cooking pasta by hand for the past 4 years. It's something that I love to do, but since having my little girl, just no time to spend hours in the kitchen actually making homemade pasta. So with getting the Philips Pasta and Noodle Maker, I've actually been able to start making homemade pasta again because with this machine, it's a real quick and easy process, and it's really easy and wonderful to use. I'm going to take you through that today. So with the machine, the first thing that I'm going to do, it comes with different discs so that you can do spaghetti, fettuccine, penne, and then there's a disc that does lasagna, ravioli, and dumplings. So there are quite a lot of things that you can do with this machine. What I'm going to do first is go ahead and change out the disc because I have in right now the spaghetti one and I'm going to be making penne today. So it's real easy to do. You just remove the front panel here by undoing these knobs, take off the disc, and then in this handy storage tray down below, that's where you have all your different discs stored. So I'm going to take out the one for penne, put it on, my spaghetti one away, and back into the machine it goes. Then this just screws right back on the front. Okay, and ready to actually start cooking. So what you do is you just go ahead and add in your flour into the front part up here. Put the lid back on, and then I'm going to pick up the camera real quick so that you can see what's actually going on with all the buttons on the top. So bear with me. So I don't know how to use this. Okay, so you go ahead and turn the power on. Select whether you're going to make just one serving of 300 grams or 2 servings. So I'm just doing 1 serving today, and then I go ahead and hit start. And while that's starting to turn the flour around, I grab my egg mixture and just dump it in here. And you can see it's starting to knead everything around. And while it looks a little bit crummy, and I do mean just crumbly, not actually bad, it is actually mixing everything together, and it only takes a couple of minutes for the pasta to actually start coming out. You can see the timer counting down so that you know how long you actually have to go. And what I've done is I've just gone ahead and placed a bowl down below so that we're all set once it starts coming out to actually catch the pasta. And while we're waiting for that pasta to come out, I can just tell you some terrible food jokes because it doesn't take very long and you might as well be tortured while we're waiting. So, why did the tomato blush? Because it saw the salad dressing. What's another one? What did the cheese say when it saw itself in the mirror? Hello, me. Terrible. And then, of course, my favorite. 2 biscuits are in a freezer. One turns together and says, hello. And the other one goes, ah, a talking biscuit. Yeah, really terrible jokes. So with the machine, it only takes a couple of minutes for it to actually start pushing the pasta out. Hopefully that's any second now because I sadly don't have any more terrible food jokes. Oh! What do you call cheese that isn't yours? Nacho cheese. Nice one. What I can do while we're waiting real quick is show you there's this handy book that comes with the machine. It goes through a whole bunch of different recipes for you, and it has some really nice step-by-step guides that show you all the, steps that we've just taken, which as you can see really aren't very many, which is why it's so nice to use. And there's just a whole range of different recipe suggestions in here, starting from simple, spaghetti with tomato sauce, to dumplings and all sorts of delicious things. So it's really great to use. And what's also really nice about the machine is that because it's so easy to use, you can actually start to experiment on your own. So you can you know, jazz it up, you can, instead of just doing water and egg into the mixture, you can add some juice in. So you can add some beet juice in and get some nice beet pasta. You can do it with chocolate added in, so cocoa powder in with the flour. So that way you can do a nice dessert pasta. I mean, just about anything you can think of. When it stops making that noise, that means it's about to start doing the extraction part, which is very cool. So all the pasta comes out here, and what you do is you grab your handy little scraper, and when you think that it looks like it's about the right size, you just bring the scraper down and it cuts the pasta off for you. Now, the hardest part I have is actually deciding how big I want my noodles to be, and I can never get them to be the same size. I'm going to pick up the camera again real quick so that you can see what it looks like from above. So just so you can see what the noodles extracting out look like. A little bit funny, but it works really well. And like I said, real quick, oh, I let this get really long. It's a real quick process. So it's only been 4 minutes now, and we've already got the pasta coming out. And the rest of the process really is just waiting while this comes out and cutting it off as you go. The timer counts all the way down, so you just let the machine run until it's actually done. And then that's it, really. I mean, once it's all done, it knows that the pasta is almost all the way out. You might have to do a quick extraction, which is one of the menu options, just to get the last little bit of dough out. Generally, I find that there isn't much that actually needs to be extracted, and then you can just go ahead and take the whole machine apart and clean it. It comes apart super easy, as you saw from the front panel. Everything else just slides out the front, so it's real easy to do. Clean it up, and then you get to start again. So hopefully you've enjoyed my review. I apologize for the slight rambling. This is my first video review, but hopefully you like the machine. Like I said, it's real easy, it's very handy, and it's something that I'm very glad to have in my kitchen because it just makes delicious pasta, and I like that. I'm sure you will too, so hopefully you get to go ahead and give it a try soon. See ya!